A sword is a rather straight, pointy thing. So mine is curved. Hollywood would have us charging across the open plain, screaming and hollering at 60 miles an hour. Didn't do that. Horses aren't as dumb as we think. All our charges start at the walk, and sometimes they end that way too, because the horse is not going to go up against a bunch of these guys with those pointy things on the end of the musket. Gentlemen, fix your bayonets. Take up an on-guard position the way a square would.
Protège on. Quoi c'est bayonet? Whoa!
The horses aren't going to run into that, and they're really not going to leap over it like in the movies. They're going to stop. Sometimes if the cavalryman is not permanently fixed to his horse, he goes over the horse's head and lands in front of him and says, "Excuse me."
40 seconds.
So I'm a light cavalryman. I don't do that. I'm the scout. I'm the eyes and ears of the army on horseback. There are medium cavalrymen. They are called dragoons. They can ride and be scouts, or they can park their horses and get off and fight. Soldier in the gray coat, would you just hold up your weapon so they can see? That's a cavalryman's carbine. It's shorter than the musket. The cavalryman rides up to the enemy, fires his carbine, and then runs away because it takes a long time to load, and if he waits around, you'll get shot. On my left is my comrade. He is a heavy cavalryman. He's not heavy because he's wearing this tin plate. He's heavy because he rides the biggest horse they can find. Very large, powerful horses. You need a big horse to haul all of the gear he's wearing. In France, his breastplate is called a cuirasse. He's got one in front, one in the back. Occasionally, the cuirasse will become lost in combat. And those people use them to cook in. I don't understand it myself. I've seen the amount of sweat that gets poured into that. I wouldn't eat out of it, but that's, you know, Scots. Can't teach them. So a heavy cavalryman, different role in mine. I'm the scout. I'm the eyes and ears of the commander. He's the Abrams tank. When the battle is just about done, one way or the other, his regiment, on horses, very tall horses, ride in to the enemy's infantry and give them a poke. Show them your sword.
What we do is come in French, you always see the charges, light brigade, guys go in, they all charge. French cavalry's not known to go in at the charge. Tough to do. Often we go in at the trot or the canter, right? And the idea with the heavy cavalry is we'll be boot to boot, we want to take and have a very tight formation, okay? And oftentimes when we're going in, we'll also have light regiments on our sides to help to absorb. If the enemy tries to take and break up our formations, they got to go through the lights first. If you will, we're a fist, we're a punch. So if there's a weakness in a line, they direct us toward that weakness. We'll go after it in two lines. The first, we'll carry our sabers at the shoulder, and then that front line that's left of us when we get in there, we'll stand up in our stirrups, lean over the top of our horse, and we'll do what we call giving point. So take and drop the saber and give point, all right? And my forward momentum, I'll just drive this clean through my opponent. And as it goes through the opponent, then I let go of my saber, and my sword knot will return the weapon to me. Okay? I'll ride past, and then we'll reform, and go back at them again if necessary, or reform, and maybe come back. It all depends. If we break the enemy line, then the light cavalry will pursue, as the enemy will be fleeing, and at that time that they can come in using their sabers and slashing, keep driving that enemy away.
Good, let me shine. Cool.